Okay, this is the Firebase. Yeah. So here the first line is about the DHT sensor. We have used the DHT.h. Then we have defined its type. Then pin has been defined for the DHT sensor. Then Wi-Fi module has been included, and the Firebase module is also has been included. Now for this particular thing, for Firebase Adreno, I have shared the zip file also in the particular link that you have to add into the library. So go to the scratch, include library, and here you have add zip file. So you can choose that zip file to include it. After including, you will get that particular see, it is coming Firebase Adreno. So that Firebase Adreno will be coming here. Now after that, what we required here is Firebase host. Firebase host, where you will get the Firebase host? If you'll go to the Firebase site, so this particular URL is nothing but Firebase host. So we'll just copy this and we'll put into the program, because we want to send the data into that particular host. So we'll just paste it, and the forward slash will remove all the forward slash. So these much is my host. Now authentication is not required because we have made it as a test, so it will be open. If we'll not made it for the test, so definitely we have to give this authentication code. Then we'll give the credential for the Wi-Fi, the connection with the Wi-Fi. So this also we have seen yesterday, that how we can give the SSID and the password. This is the SSID of the password of my mobile phone hotspot, and then we'll call this particular function for enabling the DHT sensor. Then the serial monitor has been initialized, and DHT sensor has been initialized. And then we'll begin the Wi-Fi with the username and password, and we'll say it is for connection. Once it will be connected, the Firebase will begin the Firebase, and then in the loop we'll read the value of humidity and the value of temperature. We'll display it into the serial monitor, as well as will put into the Firebase by Firebase.set function. With that two function will set the value of humidity and the temperature into the Firebase, and we'll take the half second of a delay, or you can make it 1 second. It would be appropriate if we'll make it 1 second of delay, and then it will go on, right? So the same process will go on into that device. Now what we'll do is we'll make the connection. So here you can see that where the DHT sensor has been connected, DHT sensor is connected with D2. Okay. So what we do is we'll do the fresh connection here with the sensor and the board. So as you can see here, we have on the same board that we have used yesterday. This is a NodeMCU. Then again we have this DHT sensor with us. Now we'll connect the VCC voltage to the 3 voltage. So data, we'll connect the data line to D2. And then we'll connect the last ground to ground. So the connection we have done. After that, we'll connect the port here. And we'll connect it to the system. Now you can see it is on right now. The LED is on. So my setup is ready for the work. Now let's go and execute the command. So we'll just upload it. Before that, we'll go to the port and we'll just see is okay. Now we'll upload it. And I'll on my Wi-Fi here. So my hotspot is on right now. So what we are going to see is here in this particular area, which is shown here, here my humidity and temperature will come, right? The reading of humidity and temperature should come here. It's taking some time for that. So let me tell you in between once again on the all the link. So you just have to go to my site. And here you can just go to codes and course material. And then you can go to IoT and cloud computing course material. Click here for it. Now here you can find the hands-on. Click on the hands-on. And here you will find many things. This is the gift folder. And here you'll find the NodeMCU, the Arduino. So in the NodeMCU, you'll find all the program that we have done. And in the Arduino, you'll find the program that we have done with the Arduino board. Okay, let's see the program is completed. Let's see everything is correct. The reading is coming or not. Okay. So here we are getting some reading 43 and 27. Here we are getting neck. Okay, so we are getting some reading. There may be some problem. Right now you can see the reading is coming here also. Okay. When there is a changes in the reading, it will show you different colors. Okay. So okay, so you can see that you are getting the uh, real-time data here. So let's say change some value and this value should reflect here. Yeah, now right now humidity is 48. So the humidity value, it will increase when I blow some air uh, into the device. So you can see and the values and all, it will come here. So as you can see here, the real time value you can see into the uh, Google Cloud, which is called Firebase. Okay. Now, after doing that, let's see another thing from our IoT perspective, that how we can create application. Okay, how we can create a mobile application. So for that, what we do is we use one platform which is called MIT2 App Inventor. Many of you know that there is a site called MIT2 App Inventor. By using that site, we can actually create apps or applications. Okay, it is quite simple to do the application, but the thing is that if you'll use the usual way to create the application, definitely it will take a lot of time, right? So it's better to do some smart thing, and we'll use the MIT2 App Inventor for creating some apps. So today we'll try to create 2-3 apps, and what we do is at last, so whatever data you can see here in this particular real-time database, that data actually you can get in your mobile phone. Okay, so that is the first purpose of IoT, means the monitoring. The second purpose is called controlling, right? So the controlling also we can do with the help of mobile phone. So at last we'll do two projects. One project is to get the data, whatever data this Google Firebase cloud is having, that you can see in your mobile phone, as well as we can do control over these devices which are there inside my lab, that you can actually control it by your mobile phone. Okay, so these two will do afterwards. So let's